Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dan Block. I'm going to be going over the Sizzle compensation plan with you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please don't get discouraged if you don't understand the compensation plan right away. It totally is an earn as you learn process. It literally took me a few months to understand how we all get paid. So here's the thing: is you're going to want to grab a piece of paper and a pen. Take as many notes as you can, but this is a video format. The good thing about a video format is you can always stop, replay it, rewind it, whatever you like to do, and at your own convenience. And if you still can't get it, you can go ahead and send us an email. Go into sizzlenights.com and go ahead and hit contact us and put together your message, and we'll work on it and get it back to you. So again, my name is Dan Block, and I'm just going to go over the compensation plan with you that Sizzle has to offer. Now, the very thing that you want to understand is how you get paid quickly. Most people join up in a home-based business wanting to know how they can turn around a dollar fast. So when I sit down with my representatives or my distributors, I want to explain to them how they can do just that. Show your distributors how you can get paid fast with fast starts. Now, the very thing that you're going to do is enroll somebody, and when you do, you're going to get paid 30% of whatever that person spends. Now, their first order, let's say it's $100. Technically that would be a $30 commission. But at the bottom of the slide, you see that they're based off of the new person's initial order's BV, not PV. So now, because Sizzle manufactures their own products, majority of them, they're pretty equal. PV equals BV. But I just don't want you to get discouraged. You put somebody in for $100 and maybe they only had $90 of BV, and you think you got short a few dollars. Okay, but I just wanted to make sure you understood that. So every time you go out there and enroll somebody, you're going to make 30% of their first order. Every time that person enrolls somebody, every single time you're going to get 3%. And every time that those people enroll people, every time you're going to make 3% of their orders. And every time that those people enroll people, you're going to get 3%. And every time that they enroll people, that's going to be another 3%. And every time that those people enroll people, you're going to get 4%. And every time that those people enroll people, you're going to also get 4%. So, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and add that up. That's 50% payout. That's pretty lucrative, and that's really generous. But that's not where it stops. Sizzle actually says, you know what, we're going to pay out more than 50% in the Fast Start program. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit better than that, is that the people that are hungry, the people that are working it and going out there and convincing people to come into the Sizzle and enjoy our products and share our opportunity, and they're working harder, we're going to actually show them how they can benefit from the global enroller pool. See, every time somebody orders a new product in the company and decides to get started as a business owner, they're going to hold 10% of that money aside for the people that actually are doing a little bit above and beyond by enrolling people into the $200 level, $350, or $1,000. Now, all these little Sizzle symbols recognize the ability to enroll people all over the world. See, Sizzle already has over 100,000 distributors worldwide, which means that there's new people coming to the business each and every day. And 10% of every single order is put aside for anyone to take advantage of. Now, you're going to want to ask yourself, how do you want to get people started? For $50, $100, $150, or $200, $350, or $1,000? Well, let's just take it back a little bit. If you enrolled somebody at $200, and let's just assume that the PV and BV are all equal, so it's easy math. You're going to get 30% of that $200, which is $60. And let's say that those shares, and they've been averaging between $30 and $75 per month per share. So let's just go on the low end of $30. If you enrolled somebody for $200, you already made your $60. Remember from the Fast Start, the 30%. Plus, you're going to pick up one share of, let's say it's $30. So now you made $90 for enrolling somebody for $200. Ladies and gentlemen, if that's not fair, I don't know what company that is. I mean, that's an extremely generous payout for any company to offer. Now, if you look at the Accelerate Pack, you bring in somebody for $350, they get a deal because they get a little bit of price break on some products, and you're picking up an extra half a share. You're making well over $100 for enrolling somebody at $350, and if you bring in somebody for $1,000, you made basically $300 from that first order because of 30%. And based off of the $30 price point, which I know they're usually more than $30, I'm just gonna go low end. You make 5 times 30 is another $150. You made $450 for bringing in somebody for $1,000. If you brought a few people in like that every month, how well are you doing? You'd be able to make your house payment or a car payment definitely, right? So this is the how we get paid quickly. Now the enroller pool is based off of what you did in the current calendar month. Is paid the future the previous or the next month after. But the fast starts are pretty much paid every 7 days. So if you look at a calendar month, what will happen is from day 1 to day 7, anything that comes in between day 1 and day 7 is generally paid out between the 8th and the 10th, usually 2 business days. Sometimes paid earlier than that. And then you look at 7 through 14, it's going to be paid around the 15th, 16th, 17th. And then you got the 15th through the 21st is going to be paid between the 22nd and 24th. And then you got the 21st through the end of the month. So you could bring somebody in on, say, the 28th and get paid 2 days later. So you definitely want to understand how you get paid fast starts, and especially your teammates, because that's what's going to get them interested in enrolling people. But at the end of the month, I tell people all the time, you never know what those global enroller pool shares are. You may want to try to get another share. So now let's go into understanding auto purchase. A lot of people refer to auto purchase as auto ship, but in Sizzle it's called AP, which stands for auto purchase. Now there's different types of auto purchases in the company. For instance, we have a $50 level, a $100 level, a $150 level, and a $200 level. The 50 is bronze, the 100 is silver, the 150 is gold, and 200 is platinum. Now you have to understand that they care what your PV is, not your BV. There's a lot of companies out there that you have to actually do your BV, which is usually the lower number. Sizzle's being generous enough, saying, hey guys, we know you're trying, we want to make sure that it's easy for you to qualify. The other thing that they've done is they allow you to go out there and enroll preferred customers. Here's one of the things that I never liked about the industry of MLM or network marketing or home-based business, which is what I have referred to, is that we're all told to go out there and find people that want to make money in this industry, right? But what happens when no one makes money? Everyone quits. Name another business out there, another business model that's successful that takes the same approach to business. Like, do you think that McDonald's or Walmart has more employees than customers? That's absurd. Of course they have more customers than employees. So what I like to do is tell people to go out there and sell the products first. And I gotta tell you, with the Be Toxin Free and going through your home and getting rid of these toxin products, that's what I fell in love with. I fell in love with the opportunity to go out there and educate people about these hazardous things that are in their home already and just transfer spend. They're already spending the money anyways, and gain some loyal customers, because if you have a loyal customer, they may determine to get started in the business because they may see you having some success. And once they love the products, they're going to be able to go out there and share the products. And that's going to be the key to your retention. But let me tell you what happens when you enroll a customer. The company is going to let you assume those customer points to cover your portion of your auto ship commitments. Meaning that if, let's say you're at a bronze level of $50 and you got somebody else spending $50 a month as a preferred customer, they're going to bump you up to the silver status. Right, that's unheard of. Sizzle's making it so easy for us to conduct our business. Now let me tell you about the master distributor level. All these companies, they make you start at the bottom and work your way to the top. What if I showed you a way how you can start out at the top as a master distributor? So you can get started that way from the very beginning. Just go ahead and buy $1,000 of products. And get started in your business. In my traditional business, I spent way more than $1,000 to get started in business. And if I could do it again, when I signed up with Sizzle, I really didn't understand the compensation plan, and I would totally sign up for $1,000 this time. Although I was able to promote myself, which I can explain later, but it only makes sense. And I spent more money on products anyways. So the master distributorship is definitely the way to go. And to maintain your master distributorship rank, you have to maintain at least a gold status or 150 PV. So being a master distributor actually gives you all the different ways you get paid. And let me show you what this means. Now, the body sculpting challenge. This is another key way you want to show somebody how to get started with this company and show them how easy it is. See, with the body sculpting challenge, what we're doing is we're saying, hey, would you like to lose weight? Do you know 3 other people would like to also lose weight? If you answered yes, we're going to give you your product for free. That's why with Sizzle you can lose your weight free. This is going to basically put your business on the track to just explode. And this right here, between this and the fasters and the global enroller pool and understanding your auto shifts, this is pretty much all you need to know to get started. As we progress through this compensation plan, it's going to get more difficult. And again, you can always rewind, pause, ask questions, send emails. But this is pretty much the simple things that I would just go out there and tell a new distributor. Because what you don't want to do is say, wow, this is too complicated, I'll never be able to do this. With Sizzle, it's as easy as getting 3 to lose weight. You lose your weight for free. Just remember that. So let's go into the unilevel residual income. When you lock a position with the company, what's going to happen is they're going to allow you to make income off of 5 different levels, and there's no volume requirements. I've never seen a company this lax in their qualifications. And actually, when you see this, there's a term called breakage in the industry. Breakage is a fancy word for you don't qualify for your check, so we're going to keep it. And that's what most companies do. But what Tom has done with this compensation plan is he realized he doesn't want to keep your money. So what he's going to do is going to give it back to the field. The money goes back to the field, guys. And when I started realizing how this private pay plan worked, I realized there's nothing else like it. And I'm going to explain why. When you go for wide, okay, what's going to do is it's going to open up your 6th level. Okay, and when you hit your 6th, 7th level, your 7th person that comes in, direct to you, it opens up all 9 levels of payout. Now, here's the important thing to understand. You don't have to enroll anyone to open up these different levels of depth. See, what happens is you get paid more money in your 2nd level, true? So what happens is people above you say, hey, I want to put people underneath you because I get paid more. And that's their right. They can do that. But me as a business owner, I want to secure those top spots for my more serious business builders. So don't let people just start taking your spots from you. It is a team effort, and work with your team. But listen, it's not that hard. And we don't preach going 7 wide right away. It's not duplicatable. What we do is we tell them just to start building you with your 3 people, because you're going to get to 5 levels of depth anyways. And once you hit somebody that's in your 6th, 7th level, don't miss out on those people. Go ahead and open up your 4th distributor leg. Put another distributor in so you can get paid out. Now at the bronze level, it ends up being 35% return on investment. At a silver, you're going to get 47%. At a gold, it's 58%, where you can maximize it at 67% being a platinum. Now, it's important to understand that these numbers reflect the first $100 of a distributor in auto purchase. Anything above and beyond $100 of auto purchase to infinity. I mean, somebody could spend $460 or $500 in a month, whatever it is. Anything over that first initial $100 is paid out to the master distributor. Remember when I told you that you can maximize your potentials with the company right away by just starting out at the highest paid position of master distributor? There's a ton of money to be in between bronze and platinum, but there's a tremendous amount more money being a master distributor. So let me show you how this works. Let's just say that you're a platinum and you got 200 pre-V coming through your organization, through your customers, or let's just say yourself. You could easily spend $200 a month just buy on the weight loss products and the Triangle of Life, or some shampoo or conditioner or just your bathroom. So it's really easy to spend $200 in product. A lot of it you're already spending anyways, just buy a healthy product. So your first level you're going to get 5%. The next level is 10%, and then 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, 5%, 5%, and 2%. But ladies and gentlemen, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Within your first 4 levels, you're paying out 45%. Do you realize that most companies don't even pay that much out? And we're doing it in our first 4 levels, and we still have more to go. 55%, 65%. This is just crazy, the amounts of money that the company is putting on the table for us to make an income. So at a gold, you're just basically losing 1% per level. At a silver, you're going to lose another 1%. And at bronze, it's basically half of what a platinum is. So do you want to lose the money? All you have to do is spend more money on a monthly basis. All these residual incomes are calculated at the end of the month. So you could come in as a bronze and then realize that you're going to lose some money in commissions. So why not spend another $50 and take a little bit of an increase? And that's totally up to you. That's why they do it that way. Now, dynamic compression. And again, don't get frustrated. This took a while to come up with, to show you how this worked. My good friend Manuel Leon, he literally spent about 15 hours doing this one particular slide because of all the different layers. But we think we came up with a formula so you can actually understand how dynamic compression works. And you know, I'm being in this industry for several years now. I never even heard what dynamic compression is. You know, I didn't even know what that meant. But basically, the reason why I didn't know what that meant is because that's a fancy word for breakage. You know, the breakage normally went to the company, but the breakage is being paid back out to the distributors through dynamic compression. So here's what happens. Okay, let's say that you're a platinum, and this person's a silver and bronze and silver and gold. Now, your first level, you're already going to make your commissions, okay, on these people. Let me show you what happens when they're underqualified, which means that they're not at the platinum level. What's going to happen is the matrix is going to find out who the next qualified person is to get paid at those levels. So, let's just take for instance, here's you've got a silver, and the silver's got a silver. Well, the silver is going to be able to make 3% off of that first $100, right? So that's $3, but that leaves $2 on the table for our dynamic compression. So it's going to find the next person involved. Let's say there was a gold in between here. The gold would split the difference with the platinum because it's only 1%, and then you would pick up the extra 1%. But in this case, there's nobody in between, and you're going to pick up the full $2. In this circumstance, here's you as a platinum, you got a gold and a silver. Okay? If you look at this, the first level of gold is at 4%, right? Leaving $4, and the second level of gold is 9%, right? But they want to pay out 10 and 5. So they're going to find out who the next qualified person is, and that would be you in this circumstance. You're going to pick up an extra $2 there. This circumstance, an extra dollar, and you can follow over here in the charts. Anything that's highlighted is what we're talking about. Okay, so this is all what technically would have been called breakage in other companies is called dynamic compression. It's going right back to the next promoted person. So this is why people are going to want to actually spend more money so they don't lose any money. And can you imagine if you start losing $3 in this person and $4 in that person and $2 in that person? How long would people do that? They're going to increase their auto shifts so they stop losing out on their paychecks, right? And when they do, guess what happens to your paychecks? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a win-win situation for everyone, and I'm sure you're starting to see this now. You know, as it goes deeper, you know, and deeper yet, right? So now this is where it gets really interesting. Okay, and the reason why we did it is it'd be too hard for us to show this all, you know, all spider-webbed up, but this is just one leg we're showing you. So what happened here is this gold is only 3 wide, which means he's only qualified to 6 levels of payout. Okay. Well, you're the next 4 wide person in genealogy, so you would be qualified for his paycheck. So you had $5 in dynamic compression come through, but now if you look at his level 6 would have paid him 9% or be paying you 10%. We're just going to pay you that 10% straight to you. So he made $15 because he didn't have his 4th person in. So let me ask you, you know, if you knew you were losing that kind of money out, wouldn't you go wider? And when people start going wider, guess what happens to your paychecks? Exactly, that goes up. Now, master distributor. Master distributor, here's the thing with that. You can start out as a master distributor, spend $1,000 like I talked about before, or you can earn it. The way you earn it is you have to have at least $5,000 of cumulative personal group volume. Okay, and you have to maintain at least $1,000 of personal group volume a month, and your own auto ship counts towards it. So the real easy scenario for me to explain to you is, let's say that you're a platinum paying $200 a month, and you got 4 people frontline to you paying $200 a month. If you add that all up, 4 times 200 is $800 plus your $200 is $1,000. That would basically say, okay, you got enough requirements for your $1,000 of personal group volume. Now let's say that you guys all ordered 5 months in a row, but you never put anybody else in. If everybody ordered their same $200 every month, 5 months after that, you're going to maintain your $5,000 of cumulative growth, right? So that's the easiest way to explain it, but it's so easy to get promoted. If you can't afford to get started as a master distributor, don't feel bad. You know, it's a bad economy, and that's the reason why we're looking to enrich our lives with this opportunity. But if you can get the funds, it does make sense to start out as a master distributor. I can guarantee you that. I've got people doing it all the time. So let's show you what happens now. There's different ranks of master distributor. There's a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star. Now, the true money in this comp plan is building depth. And I'm going to show that to you in a little bit. You know, you could actually go 5-star in a couple days. I mean, to go 5-star, you have to be at a master distributor yourself, which is $1,000 buy-in, and you got to be at a $150 monthly auto ship or auto purchase. And all you have to do is have 10 frontline peoples, you know, that got in for master distributor. Well, is that going to make you a lot of money right out the gate? No. And you want to make sure that everyone's able to duplicate, right? So we don't teach people to go out there and just go 5-star right away, because the true money comes from building a strong, solid foundation from building with your team, which I'm going to show you. So I'm just going to show you some real simple scenarios. Okay, let's say that you go master distributor. What's going to happen is you're going to get what's called a level 0 and get paid 8% on anyone in between you and the next master distributor. And you get 8% off your own auto ship. So if you got started for $1,000 and you became a master distributor, you're going to get 8% from the from the $100 and above. You're going to get 8% back. That's not a bad trade, right? And here's what's going to happen is everyone that's spending over $100 a month in auto purchase, you're going to pick up an extra 8% on that entire organization. And you can already see from the dynamic compression that people are going to be spending more than $100 a month because they don't want to lose any money on the table. So once you found your first master distributor, and this could be 3 levels down, it could be 1 level down, it could be 13 levels down, no matter where this person comes in, remember you're going to get all the 8% from everyone in between. But now for his entire organization, to the next master distributor, you're going to get 10% on all those people that spend over $100 a month. And then to your next level, your third master distributor now, in a chain, it'd be yourself, then you get your first, and then you get your second. From this guy down to the next level, you're going to get 12% on that entire organization until their next master distributor, and then you're going to start getting all these overrides. And the money just starts stacking on top of stacking on top of stacking. But you can see, let's say that this is all in one line right through here. You got 1, 2, 3, this is your 4th master distributor, right? All in one succession, all in one team, all in one line, right? From here down, you start getting 3% infinity bonuses on your entire team down. See, this is truly amazing because a lot of people look at the 9 levels of generational pay, and you know, a couple of things that I've done is I realized that, okay, yeah, I only get 9 levels of payout, but if I enrolled somebody in my 3rd generation or my 3rd level down, I'm going to pick up an extra 7 generations from there for fast starts. And so you can build a strong, solid team by building depth with this company, which is one of the things I love about Sizzle International. Now, if it wasn't enough, we're paying out so much money, we're going to buy you a Cadillac, a Jaguar, a BMW, a Land Rover, a Mercedes-Benz, or a Bentley. You know, it's up to you, you know, which car you want to qualify for. But there's a luxury vehicle program coming out. We don't exactly know the details, but I do know that these are the cars. And we kind of got the jump start on putting out this video. So as we get a definition of how you can qualify for these cars, we'll absolutely add that. The other thing we know is that there's going to be opportunity to win trips within the company, and there's going to be cash incentives. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, as soon as we have all the details, this stuff just came out. I mean, all the new stuff that's happening with Sizzle is so exciting. We're so happy to be a part of this. If you'd like to watch this video again, go ahead, absolutely. Even if you're not involved in our team, we invite you to come to the site and see what's going on. And we're going to have all kinds of free training on our site as well to help everyone in Sizzle, because when everyone succeeds, everyone succeeds.